Day 129. Had a good night's sleep, good afternoon's rest. Nice shower to clear out the humidity. We're going to do some boogie boards here. Alright, so we're going to do 16.9. We're going to stop at the Deli on the way. We're going to eat lunch. Pick up dinner. I'm trying to balance. Just went by the Privy. Got a nice skylight. Alright, we'll see you out there. Alright, it's our first bridge of the day. Looks like we're coming up on a road crossing. School bus went by before we left today. We were in a neighborhood. That was a different kind of shelter. Never seen anything like that before. I don't know what that building was used for before. Just a cinder block building. I don't know if it was a garage, a shop. I don't know what it was. Oh wow, that's steep. Alright. Well, we got a little road walk. Gonna go past the Taconic State Parkway. Ooh, that was steep. Going to work. Alright. Well, New York, you got rhythm so far today. We're a half-mile in and we've had some trail. Could actually keep a flow going for a while. It's the first time in a while. Hopefully it continues. That breeze is nice. The sky's ominous, but there's no rain in sight. And that breeze is about 10-15 miles an hour. Perfect for that uphill. And I'm a guy that doesn't like the wind. Alright. New York bringing the skyline view today. Well, they probably had the skyline view before, but we were so sucked in you couldn't see it. Still got a lot of haze out there. Looks like a lot of warehouses out there. That's gotta be for sure. Right there, that's definitely something. Is that the Amazon blue color on the edge of that? Oh, Walmart. I don't know. It's tough to tell. Pretty cool though. Nice breeze. Bandit's enjoying it. Right, buddy? Oh yeah, he's like, this is great. No humidity today. It's amazing. No fear on the edge. Alright. Amazing what one storm can do coming through at night. It's lighting that air up considerably. All the hikers are happy today, and Bandit's happy today. That was a rough day yesterday. Well, we're over halfway to the Deli. Should be there in about an hour, I guess. So if we get a breakfast sandwich, we'll eat that 9:30, 10 o'clock for lunch, and pack out something. We'll eat at midday. That'd be our dinner in the middle of the day. A nice big break for Bandit in the middle of the day. And we should be able to cruise into town. Well, into the shelter. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how it goes. Corrado's Pizza in Stormville Market. Stormville Market, we just got some sandwiches. Excuse me. We had breakfast sandwich. We packed out a combo. They called it an American combo. We had roast beef and ham, lettuce, tomato, onion. Big sandwich. I've eaten more bread in the last week than I have in a year. But it's helping cut down on our food weight hitting these places, so I'll take it. Alright. Alright, we're back on trail. So it was a 410 side quest down, 410s back. We're back on trail. What a beautiful day today is. The breeze is actually helping. That and the lack of humidity. Alright. Nice little view up here. Oh, you can hear that wind. New York, you must have heard me saying you had no rhythm. We've had rhythm all day today. Almost 6 miles in. That might be the longest stretch we've had. Well, all right. That is one big tree. That's a maple. That's a big maple. That might be the biggest maple I've ever seen. Yeah, this isn't even up to the big one yet with the oak. Wow, that is definitely the biggest maple tree I've ever seen. By far. That is insanely big. That is awesome. Make you feel like a midget.
More of us to wrap our arms around.
Right? That's impressive for a maple.
Yeah.
Wonder how many years old that puppy is. Wow.
I bet you're talking 250, 300.
It's gotta be. Wow. That is impressive. Well, we're going to be crossing another major interstate here. Interstate 84. Barry, I think this is the last one before we go. Whoa, that's windy. It's crazy windy up here. Had to take off my hat before I lost it. Man, it's gonna lose his ears. Alright. Get a little windy up here. It's keeping us cooled off though. As long as the branches don't snap on our heads, we'll be alright. Ain't no train coming down these tracks. I don't care how lucky I am. That ain't gonna happen. Alright, it's 2:30 right now.
We've just crossed the Empire State Trail.
We just had lunch. We had a late lunch. Packed out that American combo.
from Cordaro's,
Well, Cardaro's the pizza place. The other place,
the Stoneville
yeah.
Stoneville Market, which had a nice deli in it.
Wow.
Awesome sandwiches.
Man, we're eating good out here.
Gotta give it to New York. They got the delis down. Boy, whew.
You got no rhythm, but you got good food. Actually, today's been pretty good for
Actually, yeah, since we left
for the most part.
since we left the Ralph Peak shelter, it's been pretty smooth.
Yep. All right, so we got about almost 5 miles to get to camp. We're gonna hit it.
Carry on.
Carry on, she said. We stopped here by that little bridge. Listened to the water babble. Talked to a couple locals. Life is good.
It's a good time.
All right, let's get it. All right. And it begins. Woo-wee. That was a nice break. Here we go. Oh, we got another power line view here. I wouldn't want to be the guy that was setting the poles in that swamp. Whew. I remember a guy that used to do that in Maine. Said they were always in the swamp doing that. Yuck. Whew. Nothing to really look at on that side. It's nuclear lake in there. It used to be a nuclear facility in the 70s. And they had a chemical explosion. Now they say it's fine. Be alright, go on hiking through. Well, I don't see anything dead around it, so it must be alright. I think that happened in like 1972, so. Be alright. What could go wrong? Well, it may be alright. Oops. But they don't want you camping next to it. I can't imagine why. It's a beautiful area. You could throw a half a dozen tents down there. Maybe it glows in the dark. Who knows? Maybe it cleared the water up. You never know. Nobody on it though. Nice and peaceful now that it's deserted. Oh, there's people down the other end, way down there. Way down there. Right there. That's it though. A little over a mile left to camp. Finally had a day of cruisy trail. This would be the first one that was pretty much trail from beginning to end. You'd get going on some of them other sections and then it was a pile of rocks anyway. Or just a big muck corner trying to get through. It was crazy. I can't even explain it. There was no rhythm. There was no way for you to get a cadence. But today, there was. So I'll take it. Oh, and we get to go Deli blazing again tomorrow. All right. We cross into Connecticut tomorrow. I don't know if that's the official crossover, because it looks like we cross in and out a couple times. So I'm not really sure which is which. But I know we do dip in tomorrow. All right. I gotta put this away. All right. That's the end of day 129. It was a pretty decent day.
Yeah, weather was gorgeous. It was warm, but the breeze was there all day. Oh, it was fantastic.
All day long. We ate like kings today.
Mm-hmm.
That big bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich.
On a roll. Woo.
And then, because I had a Italian hero last night. They always got different names. Heroes, hoagies. I had an Italian hero last night. That thing was humongous.
Oh, yeah.
They delivered it right to the shelter.
Mm-hmm.
So we packed out. Today was the American combo. There was a sandwich.
Yeah.
Roast beef,
Ham.
turkey, and ham. And cheese. And
lettuce and tomato and onion.
Whew.
And yummy.
New York's got no rhythm, but they got good food.
They do.
Somebody's going to get mad at me, but whatever. You don't think I'm telling the truth, walk it. Trust me. This was the first section that actually had a good rhythm to it. You could get a cadence to it.
Yeah.
Well, that's in Bear Mountain, but Bear Mountain was like manicured, so you can't really count that.
Oh, Bear Mountain was gorgeous. Steps all the way up, steps all the way down. I mean,
yeah,
they outdid themselves on that one.
Yeah. But this spot was good.
Yeah.
We had a cruisy day today. Almost 17 miles.
Yeah.
With a pit stop.
And a couple pit stops. I mean, we did the side road. That was what?
4 tents out, 4 tents back.
Yeah.
Spent an hour there. And then we spent an hour break when we ate our massive sandwich.
Yeah, the 16.9 was just trail miles. That doesn't count the pit stop miles that we did.
Yep.
So
that was good. And then tomorrow morning, 3-point-something miles in, we got another one.
We'll go to Tony's Deli.
Tony's Deli. So we'll get something for breakfast and we'll pack something out for lunch again.
Mm-hmm.
Or however we do it. We ate the lunch late. That counted as dinner.
Yeah, I didn't have to cook dinner.
I apologize if this is shaky. I'm balancing on the bottom of my hand here. So today was definitely much better than the last day. We're trying to map out how we're going to get through Connecticut. It ain't pretty.
Not just Connecticut, but we've got a big heat wave coming in, so
yeah,
we're looking at temps in the upper 90s and 100. So
the only place I can find right now is the Fife and Drum Inn in Kent. So we'll see how that works. We'll do like 3 or 4 10-mile days. Just spend one night there because it's right there in the town and we can get all the food, so we can just extend. They got an IGA there, so we should be able to get the dog food for Bandit.
Yep.
And then instead of just taking a zero, because I ain't taking a zero at a place like that. That'll cost me a fortune. It'd be worse than any other place. So we'll do that. See if we can get a night there. And then that should get us an extra
3 or 4 days.
Or more. That'll get us up into Mass.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how that goes. It's tricky here. It ain't like down south. Down south was a lot easier to map yourself out.
Yeah. It's a little more challenging up here.
Yeah.
Smaller towns.
Yeah, I know. I don't get that. You're in the middle of nowhere down there, and it was a lot easier. I don't know.
Well, because they get the rush of all the hikers. Not all hikers make it up this far.
I think you got all the New York tourists here, and that's why it's like that. I've always believed that. Well, I mean, they want to get out in the woods. They don't want to sit there in the city all the time.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to do it. They hop on 87 or 84 and come on up.
Mm-hmm.
I do live in Connecticut. I do know how the state works. So we'll get up into Mass, hopefully. Well, let's get through Connecticut. Let's get into Connecticut. We start that tomorrow.
Yep.
But right now, the way it looks is we'll get into Connecticut and then into Kent and then a couple more 10-mile days. We'll see. We'll see. That's all we can do is play by ear. I don't want to go more than 10 and get all burnt out with the heat.
Yeah, it's going to be nasty.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Gotta make sure Bandit's okay.
Make sure Bandit's okay. Make sure she's okay. Make sure I'm okay.
Oh, there she goes.
There she goes. There she goes. So I got to get a good night's sleep because I got to eat like a king again tomorrow. That's going to be pretty good.
Going back to trail food's going to be hard.
It is going to be hard after eating like this. That egg sandwich today was phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
So it all started at Harler's General Store. And we've been eating like gods. I keep shaking that phone.
We have been.
All right. Well, that'll be it for tonight. We got to get to bed. Bandit's got to get de-ticked. So that we don't get covered in them.
That's right.
All right. That's it.
Peace.
Peace.